I step onto the pavement and hear water lifting off each stride from last night's rain. The air holds enough chill to make my jaw tighten slightly before I relax it again. My left hand brushes against my coat pocket. I notice how my fingers curl, as if gripping something heavy. It's instinctive, like bracing for a tool that isn't mine. My walk evens out. The forge reminds me, not every swing begins from my grip.
The ember stirs the morning calls. Curiosity moves through it all.
You're joining me on the Ember Walk, where curiosity meets motion. I am David Dysart. Together, we'll take a few minutes to step through one idea that shapes the craft of enrollment. Sharing the hammer is harder than it sounds. Not because others can't swing, but because we get used to believing precision comes from control. When you've built systems for years, held responsibility for outcomes, or just been known as the one who delivers in pressure, handing the hammer to someone else doesn't feel like collaboration. It just feels like risk. The truth is simple, though. You don't prove leadership by gripping tighter. You prove it by resisting the urge to intervene when someone else picks up the strike. Not because they'll do it perfectly. They won't. But neither did you the first 100 times. I once watched new analysts attempt to build a configurable joins that I had written more times than I could possibly remember. Their swing was slow, paused too often, misplaced a few filters that I could have fixed in seconds. I stepped in mentally before stepping in physically. Then I caught myself. If I took the hammer back, they had learned nothing but my impatience. Instead, I gave direction only when they asked. It took longer. They caught their own mistakes before I pointed it out, though. A couple months later, they rebuilt the logic faster than I could have. That moment didn't make me weaker. It multiplied what the forge could produce. There's another side of this. Sometimes you share the hammer not because someone else needs the experience, but because you need the release. I spent years carrying urgency to the point that I believed that if I let go, everything would falter. That belief was arrogance, disguised as accountability. When I finally handed large swaths of responsibility for new student onboarding, part of me expected friction, if not failure. But it didn't fail. It improved, and I was forced to confront that my grip had become a source of constraint, not strength. Sharing the hammer takes confidence, that the forge can endure pressure from more than one hand. It also demands that you accept the approach, the swing, and the outcome that may be different than yours. Different isn't always worse. Sometimes different becomes the next standard. Today, choose one task, or a decision, you would normally keep under your full control. Let someone else take that first swing. And when they do, wait before correcting. Instead of watching for error, listen for capability. Let your spark speak. And let us know in the comments, or just DM me. What was that one thing? And how did it feel watching someone else work that metal? Let your stride settle into the fact that not every tool requires your grip. Some signals of strength arrive when your hand isn't on the handle. And that's the Ember Walk. The forge is yours now. Go make something worth the heat. Or at least, let someone else do it.
Step by step, the spark will talk. This is the